right? That's what it's about today. We're talking about the big jumbo loans, maybe that you're all over the country, that maybe you're having a hard time getting funding. Maybe you're a commercial lender, a commercial broker, or you're a client, a real estate developer, an entrepreneur, an investor, and you're having a hard time getting funding. Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Angelo, Christian. Today we're talking about $1 million deals. I like $1 million deals and I cannot lie. Right, that's what it's about today. We're talking about the big jumbo loans, maybe that you're all over the country, that maybe you're having a hard time getting funding. Maybe you're a commercial lender, a commercial broker, or you're a client, a real estate developer, an entrepreneur, an investor, and you're having a hard time getting funding. I specialize in private funding for $1 million plus deals. So if you're out there and you're having a hard time to get funding, I want you to reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about an opportunity for private funding. It's the spectrum between middle market, between where the banks are and hard money. There's a whole private money section right there. So I specialize in that market for $1 million plus deals. So I'm going to give you an example. Today we're going to be talking about some of the clients that I've actually helped, and you'll see some of the pictures, some of their stories, and maybe it'll resonate with you. Maybe you're a commercial lender and you're having a hard time with your bank. Maybe they're denying all the loans. I hear from commercial bankers all the time that their banks are so strict and they're denying good paper, good loans, and people can't get funding. So if you're out there, maybe you're a commercial loan officer and you need to get hooked up, reach out to Angelo, Christian Mortgage. I love $1 million deals. That's what this whole segment is about today. If it's $1 million or higher, all over the country, from Hawaii to New York, all different types of properties I'm going to be talking about today that we can actually help you. We do private funding. We can close very fast. In a lot of cases, we can take your appraisal that you already have on record. We may have to do a recert of value. We can even do no documentation, private, hard money, but for many different situations. So I want to get into it because I like to share stories of clients that have actually helped. And maybe if you're a realtor out there, maybe you're a lender, or maybe you're a business owner and you're having a hard time to get bank funding, reach out to Angelo Christian. We want to be able to help you to get your deal funded for $1 million or higher. So the first one I want to talk about, this was actually one that we did in Mission Viejo, California. It's an awesome investment, awesome asset, retail opportunity, and their actual bank declined the loan. They were trying to do it was a refinance. It was for about $8.9 million. It just recently closed a little less than a month ago. Their bank denied it because the debt service ratio that they required was at 1.35, and they didn't like some of the tenants, and so the loan actually didn't debt service. So a commercial broker that was actually working on the loan called me after the loan got denied. He sent her over to me, and we closed it like in 21 days. It was like at 65% LTV, but an $8.9 million loan. And what's really cool is if you are a commercial broker, you could actually get hooked up and compensated and paid for that referral. So that was an awesome opportunity where the client was helped out because they got the funding. The commercial broker was paid because the deal closed. And so the economy is better, the universe is better because that person was able to secure funding. A lot of times, banks are very strict on cash flow, debt service ratios, and so you have to seek private funding where someone can just do common sense underwriting, look at a deal and make a decision to fund the loan, right? Banks sometimes are so strict with their very strict guidelines. If it doesn't meet the requirements or they don't like that things are changing with the tenants, if not all of them are A-grade tenants, they'll withdraw from the deal and deny the deal. So that's a huge one, though, in Mission Viejo in California. There was another one I did here in Austin Bluffs. This is actually in Colorado. It was a $13 million deal, massive retail strip center, as you guys can see behind me. This one closed in the summer of 2019, and the sponsor actually had poor credit. And so he couldn't qualify through his bank. The actual first bank that did the loan, they denied him because his credit score dropped because he was going through a divorce and had some issues. And so as the signer, as the PG on the deal, his actual bank that was in Colorado actually denied him for the loan. So we came in And what we did is we actually refinanced him, gave him cash, gave him over $2 million in cash. He had like a 590 credit score, paid off the other debt, and then he took that cash. He was actually going to invest it back into the retail strip center and then increase the rents. And it made a lot of sense to us because he was only at 50% loan to value and just wanted to pull out $2 million in cash. But that was a massive deal. That commercial lender got hooked up, got paid, and that client, that business owner, is able to have a better life, a better business, because we're able to help get them the funding with our private funding. So this number 3 was actually a Zoe's Kitchen. It was a $3.4 million purchase. They're able to purchase this restaurant with the whole retail strip, this Zoe's Kitchen, with no money down, 100% financing on our commercial hard money spectrum. We can actually roll in all the closing costs, get 100% financing. $3.4 million deal. We gave a 50% first mortgage, and the seller carried a 50% second mortgage, and the buyer, the investor, was able to buy this restaurant, that whole strip center, with no money down, 100% financing, and get everything. No one else could do it. Everyone wanted 25, 30% down. They couldn't get it funded. That commercial lender sent me that deal. We got it closed in 43 days, guys. That's how fast we're able to do that with no money down, 100% financing. He owns that whole strip center now. It's worth over $4 million. So awesome opportunity. Number 4, this was at 4300 Ross. This is an apartment complex. This was actually here in Houston, Texas. And this just closed a couple weeks ago, actually, in October 2019. And this was a hard money, zero down, 100% financing purchase. He bought the whole complex. It was like $3.9 million. It was worth like $6 million. Was able to get 100% financing. We gave a 50% first mortgage. The seller carried a second mortgage and combined 100% loan to value. It was a 2-year bridge loan. And the idea behind a bridge loan on this hard money program is they buy the property with no money down, 100% financing, and then they're able to refinance and take out the seller at a future date. But he's actually able to take down this property. And you have to think about this, because if you walk into a bank and you ask for a $4 million loan to buy an apartment complex, they're going to ask you for $1 million down or 25% down. And to be able to have the ability and power to be able to buy, a $4 million apartment complex with zero down, 100% financing is unbelievable. You get to hold on to your cash. It's not a long-term loan. The strategy behind it is to refinance, get out of the loan, and then go to a better program later. But at least you own that asset now for as long as you have your portfolio. So crazy, sick opportunity. These zero down programs, though, on the hard money spectrum, they're ideal for urban properties, metropolitan. They're not good for rural areas. So if you're trying to do a commercial hard money in a rural area, the funding, the LTV is going to drop to probably like 30% loan to value. To get up to that 50% loan to value, you have to be in like, a major city like Houston, Austin, Los Angeles, San Diego, Miami, New York City, Brooklyn, things like that. Major metroplex where it's a very liquid market. A rural area is going to be tough to fund. So keep that in mind. This next one right here, the address is 3641 West 32nd Street. This is actually in Colorado. It's a bar and grill, as you guys can see. This closed in the summer of 2019. Again, hard money, zero down, 100% financing. We gave a $2 million loan. I was able to purchase the whole restaurant right there with the bar with zero down, 100% financing. We rolled in all the closing costs. The operator has been in the restaurant business for over 20 years, the bar and grill business, and didn't have enough money to put $400,000 down that his bank required, right? So he reached out to us, his commercial lender, reached out to us, forwarded us the file. We got him approved. We closed in like 45 days, paid the banker for the referral, and then closed on the client's loan. It's a crazy, sick opportunity. If you are a commercial banker out there and maybe you're having a hard time with your clients to get them funded, you can actually refer them to me. Just send me a text message or give us a call at 832-431-6331. And then lastly, we had this big deal in Boca Raton. As you can see, it was a Caliber Collision, the retail strip center. That whole retail strip center was included. It was a $7.2 million deal. And it was a partner buyout. So they had 2 partners on there. One of the partners needed to get bought out. So because the partner was already on title, we just refinanced, took out the other partner, rolled it into a new LLC, and actually got like I think he got Yeah, the reason why the bank denied it is because it couldn't debt service. Some of the other tenants in there, they were like B and C grade tenants, and it didn't debt service to the bank's requirements. Remember, debt service is the amount of your debt, your mortgage debt relative to your rent payment. A lot of banks want to be at least 0.35 or greater than the actual debt, so they feel comfortable to make the loan. With a hard money loan or a private loan, we don't even look at debt service. So that commercial lender sent me that deal in Boca, and we closed it in 27 days. We have that power with hard money where we can just do common sense underwriting, look at a deal, and then figure out how to structure it the best way to get the funding. So these are $1 million deals, nice size loans. If you're a commercial lender, you're a broker, you're a realtor out there, and you're having a hard time to place your big loans, your big residential properties. We also do obviously residential no doc and stuff like that, private hard money. If you need help with getting the funding, reach out to us. You can call me at 832-431-6331. My name is Angelo Christian. I've been in the industry for over 17 years and done billions of dollars of business with private money, private funding on our commercial and investment property spectrum, whether it's a casino, a restaurant, a parking lot, a gas station, washateria, whatever. If the real estate's included, we can hook you up and get you the funding. It doesn't have to be just on a purchase. A lot of the stuff that we do really well with is commercial or partner buyouts or equity swaps, where we can replace the equity with debt. So, because a lot of times people are always needing cash, and maybe that property doesn't debt service, or there's a problem with the credit, or so with some of the tenants or the real estate, there's always usually a workaround. So if you have a $1 million or higher deal, we go up to $20 million. So anywhere from $1 million to $20 million. If you need funding and you're having a hard time at the bank, you can reach out to us. We still have really great terms, fast. We can close real fast. So we'd love to be able to hook you up. And the reason why we share these stories, because really they're the star in this, and they're the one that's important. These people's lives were changed for the better because we're able to help them to securitize great funding at a fast speed so their business could go on. So if you're out there in the world and you need to get $1 million deal or higher funded, please reach out to me. My name's Angelo Christian, 832-431-6331. Looking forward to helping and serving you. Take care. Have a great day. Peace out. Bye-bye.